Okay, so here we have a GE washing machine lady gave me, and she said that it's leaking, and I tested it on the test rack over here, and sure enough it's got a leak around the tub. It leaks right down the shaft. So what we think is going on is the tub seal that's broken. She told me she bought this machine in 2013, and so it's about 11 years old, and these G's built like this, very good machines. They have actual stainless steel tubs in them, and here's what we're going to change is this seal right here. So the first thing we need to do is get this tub out of here. So we're going to have to remove the top. To remove the top on this machine, we need to first remove the console. You need a 1/4 inch. It's got 1/4 inch screws in it. I use a nut driver, and I've seen people on my YouTube channel saying, buy that man a drill. I don't like using drills. I use power tools for some things, but working on washing machines, I like my hand tools. I don't know why. I don't like changing batteries. So to remove this thing, you can, if you're on the back of it, you move it, and you move it to the left. If you're in the front, you move it to the right, because it's got these tabs on it with slots in them. So we want to remove the pressure hose, and this one seems to be on there very well. See if we can break that seal with a pair of pliers. Let me just twist it on them. I'm going to move this back cover. There's a screw there and a screw there. And it should just slip out of there like that. So let's remove the top. And there's 2 clips. You can take your putty knife and slide in. If you hit the clip, go over a little bit, and the clip goes into a slot here, so you want to get kind of under it and pick up. And we'll lay this over here. Now, I'll leave it right here for now. We're going to have to take the lid switch off and get the top off. Take your 1/4 inch nut driver and get these 2 1/4 inch bolts out, one on either side. One there and one there. Now we need to take this out, and some of these have a plug on them. I don't think this one does. No, this one doesn't have a plug on. To get this lid switch on, take our screwdriver, and we want to press in right here and push up. That is a clip. Now And we have it like that. We can push it back through and lay this aside. Now we want to take this piece here off. And our end caps. Now we can just lay all of this over the edge over here. Just like so. It'll be just fine. And we want to take this splash guard off. To take the splash guard off, you have a 5/16. Have 4 5/16 inch screws on these damper straps. This one's broken. Need to buy. Tell you what, we'll get another damper strap. There's a GE sitting out there. That's broken too. Something's upsetting Wally out there. Must be a cat. What is it, Wally? What you see? What you see, buddy? I see a cat. He barked at a cat. The cat came up and rubbed on him. He'd enjoy it. Now we need to take this off, and the way to do that is to push down and pull these clips up right here. And they're all the way around. Go. Now to take a GE agitator out is real easy. You just put your fingers under the edge of it and sharply pull up. And you will see one of these. And that you take it off with a 7/16 inch wrench or socket. Like so. And it should lift right off of there. This one's not cooperating. We can loosen it up a bit. A little rusty. Now we're down to the nitty-gritty. See if we can clean that nut off a little bit. What we have here is a nut that keeps all this stuff together. And the unique thing about these nuts is that they are left-handed. That means it's lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. So you go clockwise to loosen, and counterclockwise to tighten, which is the exact opposite of 90% of stuff. And it doesn't look good that all this corrosion and stuff is here, and that agitator, I can't remember the name of that damn thing, that it was frozen on the shaft. Sometimes these things are difficult to pull out, and sometimes they just come right on out. So now we need a GE wrench. And remember, we want to tighten to loosen. So we're going this direction. And she don't want to go. Put a little WD-40 on it. A little bit. I don't want you to look at all that. Alright, so it slipped down underneath it. Turn my hand. Yes. There we go. Now, if we're lucky, which we probably aren't, the tub should lift right on out of there. There it goes. A bit dirty. Yeah, you can see corrosion and all in this thing. We will clean all this up before we put it back in. Now, to get to our seal, we have a split ring here. It's right, that corrosion right there. If you can get it to move. Crusting off of it. You see how the split ring is, it's square. It's on a square shaft. We want to reuse as much as we can, on account of I don't have one of these, and if I'd have broke it, I certainly would have had to replace it. And the same with this washer here. The washer's kind of difficult to get off. You see these videos on repair clinic and appliance parts and all. They're using brand new machines to do this. and sometimes you get into some difficulties. Got to get this off of here. Thank you, man. Wally and the UPS man. Loosened it up. There we go. And it's got a special shape to it too. Now we're down to the tub seal. Okay, so next we need to pull the old seal out of here, and what I like to do is clean up around here. Now you can damage this this plastic tub if you're not careful. If you pry too hard against it, because what you're doing, you want to clean this up, make sure it comes up this shaft. Make sure you get all the corrosion you can off of there, because it has to come up over this shaft. Now, take a wire brush and clean all that up. Now, you're going to have to get a screwdriver, and you can use 2 screwdrivers. One on each side, but let's first try to break the bond. Remember that tub is, I always try to get on top of one of those ribs. Get it going. There it goes. Now we got it. Now we'll put this one aside, and we'll get our brush and we'll clean as much of this out as we can. Make sure this shaft isn't all corroded and pitted, messed up. Actually, that shaft looks really good. But you can see the water down in there that had leaked. Anyway, before I put everything back together, I'm going to have to use these old parts, because I do not have this, and I want to get this machine back and running. I need to clean that tub out. Now we can put our new washer in. Now when you put these new washers in, to help it along, you can put some silicone grease. If I have any, I bet I'm out of grease. So yeah, I used the last of my grease. What's this? Glue. Glue. Dampening grease. Glue. High temp lubricant. Usually silicone. Yep, that's what it is. Anyway, you want to lube up the edge of that, so kind of help it along one end. And it also kind of, I think it helps seal the thing on the outside. Doesn't hurt it a bit. Now usually you can just push these in. You don't have to do any hammering or anything like that. Yes. Now I'm going to use this to push down. hard as I can. And three spots to make sure I got it up against the stops on there. Good deal. So now we have that in, we can put our washer back on. That's where this slip ring was. And we put that slip ring back on. Very good. Now, before we do that, let's clean this thing out. Clean this nut up as well as we can. So remember, I am going to tighten by going left. Very good. Now, I've got a couple of these up here. This one looks better. Let's put this one on. Very good. Dirty or not. Now you want to put your agitator back in, and you do that by lining it up just like that. What's he barking at? We'll clean all this up. Anyway, when you're putting this on, you want to look inside your machine and see that bleach cup. You want that bleach cup on this side. So that's where you will be putting it. Right, so put these back on here. Now we'll have to go out and get some with that old machine out there. It's good to have little parts around when you need them. Yeah, it's getting late in the day, and I need to close this place down. There's a train going by, Eddie. Yeah. It's 5 till quitting time.
Charge it in time.
Running low on battery on the old camera, and it's 5 minutes till, so I'll finish that in the morning.
The next day.
Alright, it's the next morning, and I was working on these straps. Yeah. So these are dampening straps. Now these two were broken. We have changed the seal, and we're putting this thing back together now. So if you're doing yours, you probably don't have this problem, but you could. It is possible. Put this back on. There we go. Alright. So where are all our screws? Here they are. We don't need that. This is just the old one. This will go on that side, and this one goes on this side. That goes on top. And if I didn't have that witness mark, I wouldn't have known that. Just like that. And it was like that. Perfect. Now, oh, that will go there, and this one will go here. I think it dropped, it did. Here's the pressure hose, and it It's long, like so. I wonder if it went on top. I don't know if it did or not. You go there. Did it go there? Or did it probably went there? Yeah. Goes up through here. Yeah, that's more like it. Alright. And one of the things that I found on these machines, once you take this hose off, it tends to slip. I went to a lady's house one time and was working on the console and I took the pressure hose off. I put it back on, it slipped off about 2 weeks later and flooded her laundry room. She was mad at me. But now I always zip tie them. For some reason, once you break that seal, that initial plastic to plastic seal, it kind of wants to slip off. Oop, there we go. Yeah, that's a putty knife right here. Now we can go ahead and put our top back on. And you have to remember to redo your lid switch. It's pretty easy. You slip it through there, that piece goes in there, slips like that, and you just push that in and it clicks down. That's all there is to it. Now you gotta finagle this into the right spot. It will fit under. Oh, it fits on top of those. Stay up there. And I have a customer coming up here. Let me get back on your nose, buddy. You slobbered on your nose, haven't you? Wally, having a good day? You having a good day? Alright, we were in the midst of fitting this on. There we go. Things come together for you at the least possible moment. Uh-oh. Oh, these are from the back. And we're going to tie this top back down. We're going to leave the front open while we test it to make sure we got that leak fixed. Alright. Now remember to put this back on. These things have slots. Push in the slot. It's going to be this way, and then you push it sideways. To lock it in. Looks good. Get our screws that go in the back side. These are all 1/4 inch. Some of these machines have a square driver. I hear the boss coming in. Here we go. And all right. Now we're ready to test it. So let's put this on warm. Let's let this fill up and then we'll check it for leaks. Alright, so we went through a wash cycle and we don't see any water. So we will say that we probably have this okay. Fixing to get on the rinse cycle now. So we checked it out, no leaks, and we will call this one fixed. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. I'll see you on the next one. Chip it out.